Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're going to take a very quick look here at Bitcoin, just kind of quickly understand why the price is breaking down and help understand a few backend data as well, such as liquidation and why Bitcoin is breaking down the way that it is. Again, if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become a better trader though, of course, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. You can join my trading academy, community, and of course, signals group here. We got some awesome trades here, results. Thank you for the cheers there. We got 8 cheers up there for our link profit target there. 2 days, 22%. May not seem like a lot, but that was a 5x leverage trade. We've also got a Bitcoin short open right now, extremely close to our profit target. And then of course an ICP short at 22 hours and 17%. Keep in mind this chain link was a long position, right? And yes, you can long and short at the same time. It's very much a possibility. Obviously you want to be careful with how the coins align themselves, but chain link is actually doing very well contrary to Bitcoin, so you got to keep in mind all charts are different. Identifying the correlation and similarities or dissimilarities is a really important factor in trading altcoins. So either way, that's all the more reason why we look at Bitcoin here, so we know specifically what the big dog's doing, because this guy really just calls the shots for the most part in the market, and we want to know why. So at this point here, first of all, we got some lower liquidation levels, strong accumulation at 41,200. There's a lot more down to the downside than there is to the upside. That isn't the exact reason why the price is pulling back. We got rejected off that lower fib level as well as that 43,400 mark. We couldn't close above that level, and that's a pretty strong resistance for the most part. Got a little wick up to 43.6, but that's about it. Okay. Again, you don't trust candle wicks, you trust candlestick closures. Those are the most important. We'll look at the charts here in a minute, but once again, 41,200. Heavy concentration of liquidation there. So again, that's really close to one of our profit targets as well to the downside. So let's talk about, I guess, just the daily and work our way down, because we do have a bearish engulfing candle here so far today. So if we close below, just say 42,500 or lower, it's a strong probability the price will continue lower because of that. Again, bearish engulfing candles are very strong candlesticks. They essentially tell you there's a shift in momentum and that the bears are controlling that entire time frame. So last 24 hours or ish, almost 24 hours, it's been pretty much a bear town here. So let's go ahead and talk about the moving averages. Just to clarify, we're kind of squeezing right below the 20-day SMA and the 50-day SMA. In other words, we're due to close below both at this point. Okay, so again, common rejection levels, we can see this 0.786 fib there at 43,000, technically 43,300, but we had a candle wick up, multiple candle wicks up to 43.4, so round number 43,400. Is essentially that resistance level. When we take a look at a few other things too, we were talking about this earlier, stochastic is swinging up. That's just the natural reaction to the price going sideways after dropping so hard. So try not to misread convergences and divergences. They're good for momentum, but this is not a momentous situation. 5 days in a row of straight range-bound activity between 41.6 and 43.4. Not really something you write home to mom about. Okay, so take a look here at RSI. Rejection off 50 on the RSI, even though money flow index is coming up. And you ask yourself, why is money flow index coming up? Because it's an average of the last 14 days. That's why. It's not like it's one of those things where it's shooting up because the volume just increased. It's an average of the last few weeks. Okay, it's a couple of weeks rather. Okay, so again, just something to kind of be mindful of and aware of. So 4-hour time frame below all moving averages. Of course, we got that distinct rejection off of the 200 SMA. I mentioned that being a very, very important factor. We can see that's holding super strong right now, right there, that same resistance range. So again, 43.2 as a low approximate to upwards of 43.6, strong resistance channel here. Okay, so it's going to take a lot more volume, a lot more things to get through that level. If we take a look at volume, while it is increasing a little bit, we can see a lot less volume in the overall sense of things. And if you combine that with Bitcoin dominance being lower today, it does tell us a lot that Bitcoin price is going to continue selling off. We take a look, of course, at stochastic RSI swinging down below 50 on the RSI, money flow index below 50, all bearish signs, and the same thing here as well with the MACD diverging. Hasn't fully yet, but it's soon to. We break below 41.5. I think we're going to see the upper 30s retested. I've got heavy levels of limit orders at roughly low 40,000s to upper 39,000, specifically 39,300, and then of course large chunks at 38, 37, 36, just in case if we get some aggressive candle wicks down. So again, as my limit orders go lower, I have larger requests for fill orders. Okay, so I'm kind of scaling up, so to speak, as we go deeper into this dive. Once more, you do what you want, obviously, but I'm loving these lower prices here just because we can fill our spot bag, not because I'm a sadist there and I like to, I get pleasure out of other people suffering. Not at all. I know alts are taking a pretty big hit right now, so that's a different story altogether. But either way you look at it, 4-hour time frame here is truly bearish. There's literally not a single thing we can see here that shows we're going to go up versus going down. All right, so again, keep that in mind, folks. Another thing too, you can see this trend reversal here as well. Pretty distinct gravestone doji candle, and that's a pretty obvious indicator that the price going down. That's what was a confirming factor for me yesterday to take our short position at 43,100. Okay, just some heads up, little things I look for. Hourly time frame, we're likely going to be below the cloud, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we are below the cloud here. Distinct probability we're going to see the price continue lower. Again, we close at 43,500 or lower, which is right there at the lower lead for the cloud. Then we have a distinct probability of the price continuing further down. Again, that would give us a bearish engulfing candle on the daily. We close pretty much below every single moving average on both the daily and the 4-hour time frame. Not the daily correction, we're still above the 200 and the 100, but those are pretty far down. We don't need to worry about those guys just yet. To me, though, I think we retest this lower 41,000 range or 41.6 range. There's a distinct probability we'll go continue lower as well. So if we get a little bounce, price could come up here and come down. That's probably what we're going to be seeing here, something along those lines. Either way, I hope that makes sense for you, and hope I described that correctly. Make sure you check out our Bitunix exchange if you haven't already, of course. Trading competition live right now. Join now if you can. You do have to use my link to register. Make sure you use the first link first. But good news is we're going to have private trading competitions as well for only those who have used my link to register. Basically, our community-specific registrations, and we're going to start that in February. So really cool stuff. Thank you, Bitunix, for an awesome exchange. This is one of those exchanges that has no KYC or VPN requirements. Really awesome. Thanks again. I hope you have a great rest day. If you have any questions, reach out. CryptoCash.tech is my website. Otherwise, jump on over to Discord, Telegram, or Twitter. Looking forward to work with you. Have a great rest of the day. Thanks again for your time. Bye-bye.